Hi Sagittarius, Sun, Moon, Ascendant, and Venus. This is Dane, and I'm going to be doing your September 21st, 2025 new moon reading for you. So let's see what the tarot has to say. Angels and spirit guides, show me clearly. Guide this reading. Oh, this one. Oh, I love that. And show me clearly, angels and spirit guides. Oh, interesting. Angels and spirit guides. Oh, I like this. Angels and spirit guides, show me clearly. Guide this reading and show me clearly. Angels and spirit guides, angels. Oh, that's beautiful. Okay. So this new moon is important. This is a special moon. Not only is it on the same day as a partial solar eclipse, which brings with it the chaos, but this new moon brings with it the calm. It brings with it the deep healing, the transformation, the deeper insight into what you want, and this real sense of refining your routine, refining what you desire, like what you're doing in the earthly realm, in order to open up your world, open up you. Because this is a new moon in Virgo, and this is also the Virgo portal, meaning that we have had 2 new moons in Virgo, and the energy has opened us up in a very practical way to what we need to get done in order to have the dreams that are like just bubbling up in our hearts come forward. Now, at the center of it all is the 3 of Pentacles, and I love this card. And I love this depiction. This is the Llewellyn, there we go, tarot deck. It's absolutely one of my favorites. It's my favorite, actually, as you can tell by how worn these cards are. But here, she's working alone. It isn't about working with everybody else. She's guarding her money. She has her foot on 2 of the Pentacles, a jug on the 3rd. Nobody can come up and steal what she has worked for, or at least not steal it easily, right? She's working on the finer details of things. Also, something that is practical to keep her warm, to keep her cozy. She's working on a blanket here. So what you're going to see is that you're working on something very practical in your world that's going to be bringing security to it. Wealth, warmth, security, a sense of deeper insight. You're also going to see that your dreams are being guarded during this time, or not guarded. Your dreams are being, like, bad dreams are being pushed away. So your dreams are being watched over, and your dreams are being protected. That's a better word. I guess guarded and protected are the same, but they sound different right now in my head for some reason. And your dreams are going to be very important. You are sitting in prosperity, but that prosperity hasn't come overnight. It has taken hard work and dedication. Now, the thing that you are struggling with during this moon is really seeing yourself as successful, seeing yourself as prosperous. Now, this can also be that you're in a situation where you're being taken advantage of, right? It's like having a bad boss. It's having somebody who, yells at you and thinks, I should be celebrated and you're worth nothing. That could be the case, okay? Because this is a general reading, it will, ring differently for each and every one of us. But this is also a sense of, like, there is something about what we are passionate about, what we are fiery about, what we are tenacious about, that is holding us back, that we feel overwhelmed by. And we aren't holding our heads up high. We might have been holding our heads up high and been super proud of ourselves, but now there is a sense of, like, oh, I should be doing this, or I should be doing that, or it's not as good as this person or that person. Stop. Now it is time to celebrate you. Now it is time to hold your head up high and be proud of who it is that you are. Also, it is time to embrace your passion, your fire, your tenacity, your brilliance, and not compare it to everybody else's. It's like, no, this is me. Now, it moves us then to the energy we need to focus on. And this is the Knight of Pentacles, Earth sign energy. It is that beautiful Virgo energy. We're in the very end of the Virgo time period. We have our Virgo new moon coming through. We have this healing, we have this practicality, but we also, are combating the chaos of eclipse season. And so here with the Knight of Pentacles, we are slowly and steadily moving forward in success, in prosperity, and in abundance. This is the slowest moving Knight. We are represented by the Knight of Wands. We are represented by the Wands and the Minor Arcana, right? So that's why here, not being able to celebrate ourselves, it just feels off, especially for a Sagittarius. Sagittarius, we're pretty good at being able to say, I'm proud of who I am. And this is going to be a time where you're getting back to that. But there has been a bit of, like, there could have been something that happened, right? You could have gotten concussed or something where it's like, I wasn't proud of me and I don't know why. And now you're working through that. So just being aware of this energy here is going to be super important because you're moving forward more spiritually, more practically to what you want. And you're setting down that foundation. You're setting down that desire. It's slowly. And the Knight of Wands is the second fastest moving knight. So we want things to be moving a little bit more quickly. Like we want things to be hopping. And it's not necessarily hopping right now. And so we can feel like, what's even going on here? Am I even moving towards my goals? Yes, you are. And you're setting up a beautifully, a beautiful foundation. But also, if you are going through challenges and struggles and hardships, you are also setting up a knowledge base that is going to make you so much more practical with your prosperity as it comes in. That's going to make you so much more grounded. And that's a really good thing. That is a really good thing. It might not feel that way right now, but it is a really good thing that you are setting up such a practical, such a bountiful foundation. Now, the energy that is leaving is the High Priestess. This is one of my favorite cards, this depiction of Cerdwin. And Cerdwin is she is a sorceress. I guess that is the best word. I could say witch, sorceress, but she is absolutely magical. And so we have had experiences that have had us connect to our magic, to have us connect to ourselves, to our passions, to what we want, and have had us also turn inward. They've also ripped the veil off of the way that we thought things were going to be. And it's like, it can feel really frustrating because I thought it was going to be like this and now it's changing and what's going on here. But it's because we're living in an openness. We're having an honesty and insight come into our hearts that is giving us a foundation of wealth and prosperity. It's giving us a foundation of bounty, but has taken us for a bit of a ride. The world is a very chaotic place, let's put it nicely, right now, and everything is really quite intense. And so with the High Priestess coming in and saying, kind of like, I'm taking away your safety blanket, right? I'm pushing you out of your comfort zone. That's not needed. It was like, whoa, wait, everything's already intense enough. And yet now we're seeing ourselves and our world and what we desire and what we're building and what we're going after in a very different way, in a much more honest, much more aligned with ourselves way if we open up that door to the High Priestess. Some of us might not be ready to, and that is perfectly okay. This is your journey. This is your life. Embracing it with love and compassion for yourself is super important. It moves us to the Emperor, and the Emperor is Aries energy. Time frame is March 21st to April 19th, so that can be a very important time frame for us. But this is also saying, I am emperor of my life. This is your strength. This is your power that you are stepping into. If you're here, you're not like everybody else. It's not like, oh, I'm so special, I'm unique. There has been a bit of a battling, not fitting in the way the world says that you should fit in. And so this is a place of acceptance and kindness and peace. And that's what you're embracing here. You're embracing being the emperor of ruling your world, saying, this is my life. This is my world. This is what I want for myself. I'm embracing it with tenacity and beauty and success. And I'm not stepping down. I'm not backing down. We're not going to be like Nero and burn down our palace or burn down Rome just so we can expand our palace. We are embracing what we truly want. But there's a ferocity, there's an intensity, there's also a very powerful, sacred, masculine energy that we're stepping into during this time that's going to serve us quite well. But with the High Priestess, we were in a very sacred, feminine, deeper mystery energy that was a deeper awakening that could have brought with it a lot of fear, a lot of doubt, a lot of, like you felt the world just a bit too much. I know I went through that and it was like, whoa, this is intense. It is intense. And so showing yourself grace and showing yourself peace and harmony is going to be super important because the Emperor comes in and now we're embracing our strength. We're embracing our power. We're saying I have every right because I am, above kings, right? I am an emperor. I am the powerhouse. And it brings us to our near future, and that's the Knight of Swords. Knight of Swords is air sign energy, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. So if you have air sign energy in your chart, that's going to come through very powerfully. You're cutting through doubts, fears, negativities, hurts, pains, and disappointments. You're embracing your voice. You're embracing what it is that you want, but you're also seeing yourself as a powerhouse. You're also seeing yourself as somebody who can get the job done, who can look at the bigger picture of where it is that you want to be and just go for it. This is you being the hero of your story. And as you are being the hero of your story during this time, you're starting to see yourself as so much more capable than you ever thought yourself could be. you ever thought you could be. And as you're stepping into that capability, the atmosphere that is around you is of the 10 of Cups. And this is my favorite card in this whole entire deck, because it makes me think of that Nordic saying where it's better to be king of a cottage than servant in a castle. And that is what we're embracing here. It's embracing your joy. It is embracing your love. It is embracing your happiness. It is embracing celebration of soul and of self and of beauty. And it is finding what brings the absolute bliss into your life and following it. Joseph Campbell said, follow your bliss. And it didn't mean that you had to do it all the time, right? Because sometimes that was improbable. But it's coming back to your joyful understanding. It's coming back to the bliss that is you, the joy that is your heart. And that is the advice for this time. It's not trying to keep up with the Joneses or caring what anybody or everybody thinks. This is a place where we embrace a gentle life, where we walk gently and calmly and softly on this earth. And we connect. We connect to the people around us. We connect to the world that is a part of us. And we're going to see that the environment here is one of learning of our passion, learning of our fire, learning of our tenacity. Spirit is going to be handing us messages that just to help us come to a realization. It can be a big message. It can be a small message. It can be Spirit, I need a sign, and you will get it during this time, especially from this new moon to the full moon in about 15 days. And what you're going to see is that you're embracing your passion, the reason why you get out of bed in the morning, but you're looking at things not in that way of I have to have all the answers. You're looking at things in a way of a child. I have so many questions. Let me look deeper at this. Let me understand more. We don't care about being seen as foolish. We also have the sacred feminine right with us. And there's a sense of love. There's a sense of connection guiding us, even though we are also stepping into that sacred masculine energy of I'm getting the job done, right? I am conquering. I am building. I am moving forward in this very real way of the here and the now. And there might be this argument of why can't that be sacred feminine energy as well? Because we have gender roles, I guess, that people have given, and also that can be more suited for one person than another that we are stepping into here. And with the Emperor, with his armor on and his his fierceness, and press that he is Brand the Bold or blessed, what you're going to see is that nothing is going to hold you back. Brand, in Welsh mythology, he was a giant. He walked across from Wales to Ireland to save his sister, Bronwyn. And this is going to be what you see of yourself, that you can do the most extraordinary of things, that you are not held back by what anybody else says, that the sheer force of your presence, the sheer power of yourself is enough. And that, to me, is very masculine energy. That's just it. I don't need a boat to take me. I will walk across and I will crush what needs to be crushed. And it moves us then to the Four of Swords. And this is what we fear. We fear going deeper into our dreams. We also have our armor on. So there's a sense that there's a tightness to us. There's a way that we are protecting ourselves, right? Even when we sleep. So it can be that we're not fully relaxing. We're not fully releasing during this time. So just being aware of that is going to be super important, that there is something that we're stressing over that is constantly with us. So we can wake up and say, I don't know why I'm tired. And it's because, okay, we're carrying this stress with us. But also this new moon in Virgo, and especially the Virgo portal, is having us understand that having us understand like this practicality to ourselves, like what we need in the here and the now, that's going to open up doors that Sagittarius we weren't seeing, because we were thinking of the fire and the conquering and the tenacity and the determination. And it's like, okay, gently plant these seeds, gently watch this grow. Take your dreams, and instead of making them like, the huge palace on the hill, make them into the cottage. It doesn't have to be as small as a cottage, right? It might be a little bit bigger, but make them into something that sees you. And also a part of yourself is in slumber. It was put to sleep to be able to protect yourself. It's like a nymph in the wintertime, right? And now that's going to start awakening within you. You have protection around you, but it's connecting with your dreams. It's connecting with what you really want. And it's also stepping into who you truly are. And you're going to see your dreams coming forward during this time, that in a way that sets you free, in a way that blesses you, in a way that gives you insight and understandings like you hadn't seen before. And as you do so, it's not overwhelming. And it's not like, oh my gosh, it has to be perfect. I can't have these dreams. They have to be perfect. No, you're letting yourself have the flaws. You're letting yourself, have the humanity of it all. And that's what makes it so enchanting. That's what makes it so beautiful. That's what brings in the power. And so here you're connecting with your dreams again. You're connecting with what you truly want and what you have wanted for a really long time, but you gave up on because life demanded it. Like life got crazy. And so we put our dreams on a shelf. And we also then hold them so secretly that they have to be perfect. And this is saying, take away the perfection. Let things be beautifully handmade, right? Let things have the flaws to them, right? Let yourself see the fingerprints. I remember I was listening to a writer and he's like, I can't look at my old work. I just see the fingerprints of it all. And it's like, but isn't that beautiful, right? Let yourself see the fingerprints, that it was crafted by a human, right? That it wasn't AI generated and made to be or seem to be absolutely perfect. Let it be real. Because this is your real world and this is your real life. It moves us to our Lunar message. Angels and spirit guides, show me clearly. Guide this reading and show me clearly, angels and spirit guides, angels and spirit guides, angels and spirit guides, show me clearly. Guide this reading and show me clearly, angels and spirit guides, angels and spirit guides, angels. Oh, I love that. Oh, I love this for you. Okay. Also love the purple all down here, which is very pretty. Okay, you have peace. Have faith in your dreams, right? Isn't that what we were just talking about? Attraction, right? The law of attraction, the law of attracting what it is that you want. Show the world the real you, which is exactly what we were just talking about. And trust. Emotions are running high, but trust yourself. Trust your vision. Trust what it is that you've desired to create. It moves us then to our spirit message, angels and spirit guides, show me clearly. Guide this reading and show me clearly, angels. This is harmony, falling into harmony with yourself. There can also be something that you rejected. You were like, no, this isn't me. And then you're realizing it's such a part of you. Like it's such a part of you, Sagittarius. It's kind of like, I'm just getting it with love. And this might not be for anybody, but everybody. But I do know it's for most definitely one person who is listening. It's like, I don't need love, right? I don't need love. I got this all under control. Like we've been burnt, right? You've been burnt. And now there's a sense of calling love back into your life. And it might be in the realms of a relationship. It might not be, but you're calling love back into your life. And it's just such a healing, such a harmony is coming over you that's opening up these doors. It's like, oh, wow. Oh, wow. You know, and spirit is quite happy for you. So I just got that. I had to share. Angels and spirit guides, show me clearly. Guide this reading. This is flexibility. This is the sacral chakra. And it's being flexible of mind and spirit. And we can tap our sacral chakra, which is right at our tailbone, but it is releasing chaos and hurt and pain. It's embracing our creativity. It's embracing our sensuality of being, and it's really letting ourselves shine. It moves us then to our energy to be mindful of, angels and spirit guides. Ooh, we have 3. Okay, chatty. So here we have the 10 of Swords, the 4 of Pentacles, and the 6 of Pentacles. Be mindful. You've heard a lot. You've taken in a lot. And it feels like you're done, right? It feels like I'm not doing this anymore. I'm not playing this game. You've had vampiric energy around you. Things have been out of balance, especially financially. And it's like, okay, that's it. I hear you. I'm done. It's over. And Spirit's like, no, you're rising again. And you're seeing how to kind of call out negative energy around you and to really be in control and make that balance yourself. You're stepping into a time of greater prosperity than you have imagined. And even though everything is crazy, there is wealth and prosperity around you. And there is wealth and prosperity guiding you forward. Again, it's better to be king of a cottage than a servant in a castle. It moves us then to our subconscious spirit message. This is meditate. Meditate on what you truly want, whether that meditation be on looking at a candle flame and letting yourself meditate that way. That's a really beautiful meditation. If you find it hard to meditate, if you are a great meditator and you sit there and you're great with it, whether you meditate through walking, I love to knit, so that is one of my ways that I meditate. But whatever you love to do that just lets the mind go, like washing dishes, cooking, you can't be cooking something complicated though, but letting the mind be free and centering yourself is going to be really important during this time. Oh, look, we have a little buggy crawling across the window. It moves us then to our subconscious spirit message, chakra message, which is personal power, and it's the solar plexus chakra. We are finding ourselves. We are embracing our power, our tenacity, our determination. We are listening to our gut. And it moves us then to the energy to be mindful of. And I really see this as like starting a new adventure, but it's not starting a new adventure, it's just jumping because you want something to be done. And sometimes the greatest thing that you can do is stay still and center yourself and listen to the inner voice within you, because the Fool is like, right now, if you jump without thinking, okay, it will be foolish. It's not, don't go after your dream, don't go after what you want to build. But if you just, are so angry at everything and you're like, that's it, screw it, I'm going in a completely different direction, there will be regret around that. So just be mindful about that. It moves us to blossoming and stepping out of our comfort zone. As you blossom into the person that you are, it doesn't matter the age, you are blossoming. You are always changing, like the face of the moon. You are always changing, always evolving. You're blossoming into your power, into your understanding, and you're stepping out of your comfort zone. And that's what this moon is going to have you do, because your greatest strength is going to be in compassion and in love. Your greatest strength is going to come in ways that you hadn't even realized. And you might not even define yourself as strong, but Spirit is definitely defining you as strong during this time. All right, Sagittarius, I hope this reading has resonated with you. I wish you nothing but light, love, peace, and happiness. May harmony always be with you. I am sending loving, healing energy to each and every one of you. I love you all, and stay safe. Have a blessed moon and a blessed life. Bye.